Welcome, YouTube!
Oh, chill! That's my thing, okay? Welcome, YouTube!
We are going to Calverton, New York. We're gonna check out Riverhead Ciderhouse. I'm so passionate about places that uplift their local community. They bring in beers, their own cider, and wines from their local region. So I think that's huge, because they really build up the economy around them. Excited to visit this place. Who's that?
Who's that?
Hey, Kim Adragna. What?
Hi, I'm Sinead King, and I'm one of the owners of the Riverhead Ciderhouse. Welcome. So this is our tasting room. We really pride ourselves on supporting local as much as we can. The local vineyards, everything we try to do in here, the local chocolate from the local guy up the street. We try and do everything as much as we can in this small region we're in. And then we do a lot of pop-up for small vendors, little cookie people who come in at the weekend, or jewelry or candles or whatever. So we give people the opportunity to try and show their wares here, because we do get quite a large crowd at the weekend.
It's like a mall, like a cider.
We have a lot of live entertainment at the weekend, again, trying to support local as much as possible. We have 12 ciders on tap. We have 6 beers and we have 4 wines. Actually, we have 8 beers and 4 wines. Everything's local, everything's New York State. We support the smaller ones wherever possible, and then we'll do a lot of our own takes on some stuff. We'll do some collaborations with local breweries to do, like our pumpkin pinup is very popular for us and people love it. When we first opened, I thought our demographics would typically be the 26 to the 35, 40-year-old demographic, and that's kind of what we had, that's what we thought the target audience was. And now on the weekend, it's the most amazing thing for me anyway, because I grew up in a very family-orientated social setting, if you will. Like an Irish pub in Ireland is not about going out to drink, it's about socializing, family and all the rest. And you know, the first night we opened, I saw this grandfather playing with his grandson, playing like one of the games before COVID when we could have all our games out. And it was just great. And you know, it's families that come out. 3 generations are here, and the kids are running around, and it's big enough that the parents can enjoy their time with their parents and the kids, and it's just a fun experience.
I've been here before and I loved it, so I'm just happy to be back. I love it.
You know, when we first started, I think the first thing we bought was 2 pianos, because we wanted to do dueling pianos. Before anything else, before we even got opened, we had 2 pianos in storage for 1.5 years. So we do dueling pianos. We'll start them up again next month. We do trivia. We're starting bingo again. Our clocks all say 5 o'clock. Quite honestly, everyone thought it was because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and that was so like witty of us. Really, it was because I didn't want to have to change the batteries, and I just put them up there. It's very eclectic, the whole style we have here. When we first started, I wanted to recycle as much as we can. In the barrel room at the top, and I should have brought you in there before I brought you in up here, all of our tables used to be, and there's one out here and there's a couple inside, were all old doors that we recycled from Habitat, painted them, and pretty much anything we had. If somebody was getting rid of something, we took it, we painted it, we sprayed it, whatever, and we kind of had this whole vibe of doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense, because we have the Muppets, and golf. It was really like, if you had something, we pretty much like put it on the walls. We have a small cafe where we do pizzas, pretzels. If you've been here at the weekend, probably our most popular thing is fresh made guacamole to order. And Dorca makes it famous. Like, everybody comes out here and talks about the guacamole and the pretzels. Big pretzels are a big hit too. We call this area the Apple Shack.
That's cool. Apple Shack.
And we, you know, I'm all about opportunities to take pictures, you know what I mean? So
I see that.
We had these custom made, they're actually backdrops. So I wanted a sunflower field And, you know, I sent the guy a picture and he was able to do that. So now this is our space. I'll bring you inside, I'll grab Will and he can go through all the ciders with you.
Adrian, Patrick, Alvin, I know. How's it going? How you doing?
So we're here with the cider master himself, Will Laughlin.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm glad you guys were able to come. I know we were talking for a little bit, so this is good. Gave you a full flight of what we have on right now. So our driest one, which is like no sugar, it's a full dry. It kind of compares to like a sparkling white Sauvignon Blanc because it has a little bit of earthy notes, a little bit of sour notes, not a ton, but just a bit. So it's kind of like a crossover for people who like wine, haven't really had cider, but like kind of something a little drier. Something that if you wanted to drink a couple of, you probably could, and then not have that sugar bomb. So
and I feel like you guys are in wine country, so this is a good way to pull a wine lover into cider.
Out on the east end of the island, there's, oh God, I don't want to say a number because I'd be wrong, but there's probably about like over 40 wineries out here.
Oh wow.
So like you could just drive and stop every 5 to 10 minutes and stop at a different winery.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
And I have, so that's totally fine. Okay, let's move to the wild vine, which would be next. So it's similar to that one. It's still 100% fully dry. The only thing with this one, it was co-fermented with Cab Franc grape stems, seeds, and just the skins. So you get a little bit more of that wine flair to it, but it's very similar to the last one. So people who like something dry, like the wine, like you said, this is from a local winery. We just got the skin, stems, and seeds, so there was no juice, grape juice or anything like that added. And I mean, it was a good way to use some of their waste, which I don't want to call it waste because it's just like grapes, but to still keep it using and make it useful for other people as well.
I almost get a note, a hit of like that grape sweetness.
You do, yes.
You know?
I do get that vibe.
Yeah.
It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
Vibes are good. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Let's go for the Ben's Best. Yeah.
Ben's Best.
So this is one of our originals. So the Ben's is more like a tart green apple-y taste to it. It's still not fully dry.
This is good. This is
This is trouble.
Yes. Yeah. So moving from there, no, we don't have to pour all of them out to everyone because we're going through a lot of cider, so it's okay. Would be that razzmatazz there.
What did you say was in here again?
Raspberry.
Raspberry.
Yeah.
Definitely smell it. Definitely smell it. I couldn't catch what the scent was, or the nose was, but this is, I didn't even try it yet.
Alvin's doing great. He's talking a lot. We're getting through it.
Yep. Still.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Raspberry all over it.
Yeah. This is like my top one. This is our blackberry habanero.
Oh, the spicy one.
It's not crazy spicy.
No?
Like the big hit was we wanted it to have spice, but not be biting into a pepper. So my main goal was that you would want to drink at least 2 glasses as opposed to just like have a couple sips. It went from people being afraid of the word habanero to one of our better sellers.
If you just smell it in your nose, you get
So also, if you ever aerated stuff, don't do that. Don't aerate it because you'll just get the back of your throat. I'm sorry, Alvin.
There you go.
Yeah, because if you aerate it like you would like other ciders or wines, this one's less carbonated for a reason because the habanero just comes out if you do that. This is our peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh, I'm curious about this one.
Yeah, so this has some roasted peanut to it, some raspberry. It's gonna be, so the first time we did it, it was a lot sweeter. This one's a little more tart. I'm sorry.
You just smelled it, right?
I just smelled it. I have to taste it. I smell a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm sorry.
I just did the same thing.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I'm sorry. That like knocked me like out. I don't know.
You smell that. So did you roast peanuts? Is that
we used a roasted peanut extract, so that we could use it that way. Yeah. So it's like a tincture. So it was in like an alcohol.
Wow. I should probably taste it. And get best stuff. That is fantastic.
It's like biting into a PB&J sandwich.
Yes.
What do you think? You know?
I love them all.
I love it.
So good. I'm a big cider person. So
You look like a human, but it's okay.
do it. I'm not a big apple right now.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Where can everyone find you on social media?
So the Riverhead Ciderhouse is straightforward. I think ours is at Riverhead Cider. We have our website. We're on Yelp, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. So, and I make the cider here. So
I make the cider
He's
here.
the cider master, y'all.
We'll put it somewhere over here.
somewhere
Down here below.
Down there.
The link so you can check out all their amazing stuff.
Stay tuned. Cool. Thank you for watching, guys. This show is brought to you by the CBD department. Check them out at the CBD department. Link below. And Kim, thank you so much for coming.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. I had fun drinking some cider with y'all. It was awesome, thank you.
Where can people follow you?
You guys can follow me at Kim Adragna, basically on all social medias, and also Grindhouse Radio on all social medias.
Like, comment, and subscribe as always, and stay tuned for more great stuff.
Thank you, Riverhead Ciderhouse!